everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm unboxing Empyreal Spells and Steam, as well as its mini expansion, Four Corners. This is a Kickstarter that just arrived to me a couple days ago, so I've been really excited to get this thing open. I believe this game had been released before. I think this expansion was kind of a reason for them to put it back on Kickstarter again, so possible some folks already have this in their hands, I would assume, but it is brand new to me, so I'm excited to take a look at it. Let me flip this over. Okay, this box is really tall, so I'm reading this at an awkward angle, so bear with me here. It says, as a captain of industry, it's your job to bring the industrial age to the magical world of Indines. Build railways to connect key resources to your network, then supply them to cities around the world. Each contract you fulfill will build up your company's infrastructure, leading to the development of new powers that will redefine your strategy. Mine mana from the land to enable the construction of more lines, balancing the opportunities of the moment against the depleting environment and the machinations of your competitors. It says only the savviest and most creative industrialists will be able to lead the world into the modern era. So, that is the description. Now, I gotta tell you, I have not played many train games outside of like Ticket to Ride, because as far as like a theme goes, trains are one that I'm like at best I'd say very neutral on. Like it doesn't excite me. It doesn't necessarily chase me away, but like trains alone aren't very interesting to me. And you know, there's a lot of games that that do feature trains, and like, you know, the 18xx games especially, and people be like, no wait, don't worry, it's not just about trains, it's also about stocks. And then my interest plummets. It goes so much lower. That does not sound exciting to me. I'm sure they are good games, but man, does that not sound fun. But what this game does is it brings magic and anime artwork to everything. I don't even know if this has stocks as a thing. I don't think so. I think it's a route building thing. But you bring magic and anime artwork, and suddenly I am back in. Oh, also, it's in the world of Indines, which is a great sort of like fighting game that Level 99 makes. So, let me open this up. I usually use a pizza cutter. I think because this box is sort of unusual, that is probably not going to work this time. So I'm just going to use the X-Acto, try to get in here without slicing myself open, which I have done many times. Not so much opening boxes, but I've built a lot of models, and let me tell you, it's not actually the safest hobby in the world. I've hurt myself many times. All right. So there we have it. The wrap is off there. Oh, by the way, so it says it's 2 to 6 players, 20 minutes per player, which sounds great. Moderate complexity. So let me open this up and see what we got. This is a very big box, and it's funny because when I look at the components, it didn't look like it would need to have this big a box, but I'm guessing maybe there's a lot more than I think there is. So here is the manual. Ooh, the paper is really nice. It has like a cool linen finish. That's nice. All right. Just gotta flip there so we can take a look at some of the cool artwork in here. Looks like lots of examples, which is good. I'm curious if any of the characters are directly from the, like, you know, the Indines fighting games or not. I don't know. I only have one. Oh no, I have 2 of the sets actually, but I've only played with one, and I don't know them well enough that I'll necessarily spot them. But kind of interesting. So there's all kinds of like specialists that's showing you that you can, I think, hire on if I remember right. Okay. Oh, so here's company profiles, which is kind of cool because I think you pick your specific company. I don't know if they're fully asymmetric or what, or it's just like a visual thing, but we'll find out. So the rules are like 21 pages basically. So that's not too bad. Here's the icon reference on the back. That is a lot of icons. So hopefully as you play, they're pretty obvious as you get going. Okay. I have a little Argent the Consortium supporter card. Okay. I'm guessing this is a little extra thing for that game, which I don't have that game, but I've heard of it. I've seen it around. I'm actually kind of curious about it. So if you played Argent the Consortium and have thoughts on it, let me know, because I'm definitely interested. Level 99 tends to put out really good stuff, so I'm always interested in hearing about something that they've made. So this is... what is this? Okay, so this is... okay, well, thank you for purchasing, that sort of thing. That's cool. I'll read that later, though. Alright, here's our little like just like a catalog sheet, basically. I'm surprised they don't have any of the like Devastation of Midnight's on here. Maybe that's not currently being supported. I have no idea. But they have Exceed, Millennium Blades, Pixel Tactics, and Argent. I don't think I've played any of those. I have one of the Exceed boxes, but I haven't gotten it to it yet. So, all right. So here is a way to store all your stuff. That's important because when there's a lot, it could get kind of difficult. All right. So there is a lot going on in here. So let me bust some of this stuff open. Now I'm not going to know exactly what all of these components necessarily represent. Some of them might be kind of obvious, but we got these blue kind of gem. I wonder if that counts as mana. That seems like it would be a mana thing. Not sure. But they're very pretty. And let's see what else we got. Okay, oh, okay, so these are, I think the rest of them might be, or at least a lot of the rest of them might be trains. And I think they're all different. So here, let me zoom in a little bit. Bear with me. Okay. So here's our little yellow train. That kind of looks kind of like a more typical real world train, I'd say. I'm kind of eyeballing these green ones out, and they do not look like typical real world trains. So let's take a look at those. All right. Okay, that one looks a lot more unusual. So since this game was released earlier, if you have played this and have opinions on it, I'd love to hear them. I think the only place I've really heard talk about them was when Suzanne Sheldon and Manny Hutchinson were on the Dice Tower. I think they mentioned playing it. It wasn't like really a full review they did. And I can't even remember. I think they thought maybe it was a little weird because, I don't remember, I think it might have just been one of them talking about it, but I think they might have thought it was a little weird because, you know, with the magic you can kind of hop around wherever on the board, so it didn't feel like a normal train game at all. But again, to me, that's kind of a positive. I don't want just like a regular train game necessarily. I will try some sometime. If someone has one to play with me, I would absolutely give it a shot because I fully think that there could be something I'm missing in those games. I'm just, you know, I hear about some of the bigger ones like Imperial Steam and Russian Railroads, and I believe those are probably good games, but they just seem kind of intimidating to try to get into. I'm not sure if a lot of these trains are different from each other than the color. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, I just, like, I don't want to get one of those big games and then have it end up not being for me. Okay, I think these are all actually pretty similar. So, yeah, you got blue as well. So, let's take a look at this now. This looks interesting. So, I went back and watched the video on it. So, I don't know exactly if this represents a city or what, but I know you can, like, put your cards in these various slots on here. I don't know what that means for you, but I know that that is how they function. So, that's kind of intriguing to me. I'm curious to see how that works. All right, we have just various colored player pawns. These are, you know, pretty typical type of pawns that you might find even in a mass market game. And we've got a variety of trays here, which I imagine just put all those components in when you're playing. So that's cool. Let me move this foam thing out of the way. Okay, so here's more things to help you sort your game, which is awesome. I'm going to move those aside, though. I don't know how well they actually show up. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this box out of the way. You're just going to have to trust me that that's where I'm pulling things from. Just because it's so tall, and it makes it kind of hard to actually show things. So let me zoom this out a smidge. Okay. So, something on the Afterworld Express. That's kind of cool. So I don't know exactly what this is. Afterworld Express. I wonder if this is like a player board. I'm not sure. This might be one of the companies that you can play as. I'm not sure. I think so, because I think... Oh yeah, so there's several in here. I just kind of grabbed the top one. So, Kerrigan Transcontinental. That's pretty cool. I like that they all have a different look, like they're not just the exact same thing. Gesselheim Empyreal. That looks pretty neat. I like the colors on that. I'm having a little trouble because this box is so tall and it's kind of along the sides. It's hard for me to just show stuff very well. But Caterpillar Conveyance Consortium. That's a lot of All right. There we go. All right. So if you were to tell me to play a train game that is maybe more of a regular world one than this one, which one would you tell me? Like, what is a good one that is representative of train games but isn't like so dang hefty that, you know, if it doesn't spark for me immediately, I'm just gonna hate my life playing it? I'd love to know. Golden Sands Company, that's cool. Because yeah, it's a bit of a blind spot for me, and I would love to try some of those games. I just don't want to buy them and end up not liking them potentially. All right, so I'll show you in the box. There's some more storage things in here, which I'm gonna have to look at that sheet and see how to actually store it all, because I do not know. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Oh man. Okay. Wait, I want to check something. Does this? Okay, that bottom half I don't think comes out. Okay. Okay, so here we have all things that make up the board. Because I believe it's fairly modular. Like, you can put them up in a lot of different kinds of ways, which I think is pretty neat. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of go under the assumption that all these different types of train mean something in the game, although I don't know what yet. There's these little tokens that I'm not sure what they represent. I'm trying to look at the icon on there and see if I can determine, but it doesn't really look like anything particular to me. So we have several of these, and they all have different tokens along the side, which I'm sure are pretty important in the game. Okay, let's get through that. Oh man. This has so much stuff, it's actually pretty hard to balance it and figure out what I'm going to do here. Okay. Alright, so this is kind of cool. This has, I believe, some of the people that you can hire to help you with your company. So I'm going to scoot in just a little, because I don't think this bottom part is probably as interesting to look at as the characters are. So let's do that so you can maybe see them a little better. So definitely have an anime styling to them. I'm not going to read all the names because I don't know how helpful that would really be. But I do like that anime art. That's one of the things that really helped sell me on this, is that art. Because it's not that incredibly common in board games, unfortunately. Some people really don't like that, which is, you know, fine. That's them, I guess. But I do. And I am always excited to see a game with anime art. It always catches my eye. I don't always, you know, end up going for them, but it at least gets me looking. Here are the leaders of the various companies. So I think this character is really interesting looking. I like her. I don't know. She's very strange. I'm not sure if she has like extra eyes running down her face. That's what it looks like. A little creepy, but kind of cool. All right. And okay, more of that. Alright, so these, I'm curious what these are, because I'll read some of them. There's like the Divine Digger, Lava Mover, Reforester, Spice Convoy, Volcanic Vexer, Glassifier, Steamer. One of these are like technologies you get, perhaps? I'm not totally sure, but kind of seems like that's what it could be. The Mulcher, Hydrodynamic Car, Green Machine, Bridge Builder, Firewater Fabricator, Corruption Junction, Mana Surger, Meditation Mecha, Guilt Runner, Searing Supplier, Mirror Box, all kinds of interesting stuff that I'm looking for. Actually, I should look in the back. It doesn't show me anything. Okay. I'm looking forward to learning more about what these are, because they're definitely unusual. Blizzard Piercer, Frontiersman, Magma Cutter, Metro Horizon Chaser, and here's a few more characters on the back. I'm not sure why they're separate, or that's just how they randomly packed them. Could well be that, but pretty interesting all around. I like the character designs. They look pretty cool. So that is the main box. Let me get to this mini expansion here. Okay, so it's just in an envelope. You know, kind of a thick one, but I don't think there's tons and tons of stuff in here. Okay, let me try to cut it this way, I guess. I was trying to keep this thing intact and I'm already failing, so go me. Alright, well, you know what? It's just not going to be that way. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got in here, because I honestly don't recall. I didn't really back it specifically for the expansion. That just happened to be something that put it back on Kickstarter and I wanted to get the game, so I backed it because of that. So we have a couple ancient tiles, Xanthine, White Palace, a few more characters down here. This guy's kind of weird. Like, he doesn't have a lot of features to him. It's really strange. Airy Jelts. So here is, looks like some special rules for the expansion. That makes sense. Just a single sheet, double-sided, and, oh boy, here's some icon reference sheets. I think that's what all these are. They're all, yep, all the same. So that's interesting because there's quite a few of these sheets, and I think it's 2 to 6 players. It feels like there's more than 6, but maybe there's just 6. No, well, I don't know. That's strange. Okay, well, anyway, I'm not against reference sheets, that's for sure. And let's see what's in here. This looks like, I wonder if this is kind of like a fun thing, because it looks like a postcard, which we'll see. All right. So this says, the White Palace, join the celebration at the edge of the world. Oh yeah, these are totally, totally postcards. There's Airy, a prospector's paradise. Xanthine, manor, beast, dryad, or elemental. All are welcome in Xanthine. I'm not sure if I'm saying that at all right. Jelts, the theater of nations. Very nice. So that's kind of fun, you know, not necessary, but pretty cool. Well, folks, that's it. That is all the components for this game. I'm just going to show you the box load again because I have a lot of putting this back together to make it work. So that is Empyreal Spells in Steam along with its mini expansion. I'm really curious to try that. I like that it's not super long playtime. I like that even though it is a training game, it has magic and anime people. That's fantastic. Love both those things. Hopefully I can get this played soonish and I can let you all know what I think. But again, if you have played it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Or again, let me know any other train games that you think I might enjoy. That is a tough one, my friends, because again, it doesn't usually stand out to me as a theme that I'm going to be into. But if you have recommendations, I would absolutely love to hear them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to see you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye.
Hi everyone, we now have a merch store, so help out the channel and check it out.
Yeah, all these games and the equipment and everything we do and costumes cost a lot of money. So anything you can do to help us out if you love our content would be really appreciated. We have t-shirts in tons of different colors and styles.
We have sweatshirts in a few different styles.
We have lots of stuff you can drink out of, like coffee mugs, pint glasses.
We also have coffee tumblers and water balls and a few other things.
Right. So,
the following announcement has been paid for by AGNO.
hey y'all, check it out. Brand new shirt. It's not just black, it's black and white. Get one today. You can get it with or without, for everyone on the back. You want something to drink? Is it Thirsty Thursday? That's what that means, right? We got something for your morning. Check that out. We got something for your day. And you know we got something for your night. Get your drink on with that. Get a little cold outside? Check out this premium hoodie. Damn, that looks good. You want to look good? You need this hoodie. What's that? You want a little color? Don't worry. AGNO has got you covered. You don't like purple and red? Don't worry. There's plenty more. Just check the store. All these clothes, not too big, not too small, just too sweet. Don't forget, All Games New and Old is for everyone.
The preceding announcement was paid for by AGNO.
So yeah, that's how you can get pretty much any Kickstarter at the all-in pledge level for free. So when you saved all that money, make sure you go to our merch store, spend some of that saved money to help us out. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.